Description of short-term, month-to-month, rental contracts based on Cyprus law. A short-term rental contract in Cyprus is a flexible agreement between a landlord and a tenant, typically lasting on a month-to-month basis. These agreements are ideal for situations where long-term commitments are not desired by either party, such as temporary housing arrangements, vacation rentals, or transitional periods. The contract is governed by the Cyprus Contract Law, Cap. 149, and the Rent Control Law, Cap. 6, if applicable. Key features of a short-term rental contract in Cyprus. 1. Duration. A short-term rental is defined as a lease agreement that operates on a month-to-month basis. Either party can terminate the agreement with notice, commonly 30 days, unless otherwise specified. 2. Legal framework. Cyprus Contract Law, Cap. 149, governs the general terms and enforceability of the rental contract. Rent Control Law, Cap. 6, applies to certain properties in controlled areas, e.g., older properties in urban zones, and provides protections for tenants, including limits on rent increases. 3. Flexibility. This type of contract offers flexibility to both the tenant and the landlord, as they can adjust or terminate the agreement with proper notice. It is commonly used for temporary rentals, such as for expatriates, students, or individuals seeking short-term housing options in Cyprus. 4. Obligations of the parties. The landlord must provide the property in a habitable condition, is responsible for major repairs or structural issues. The tenant pays rent and utilities as agreed in the contract, maintains the property in good condition and reports any damages. 5. Termination. The agreement can be terminated by either party by providing a written notice, typically 30 days. The landlord can terminate the agreement without notice in cases of non-payment of rent, property misuse, or illegal activities. 6. Security deposit. A security deposit is typically required, equivalent to 1 or 2 months' rent, to cover potential damages or unpaid rent. The deposit must be refunded to the tenant upon termination of the agreement, less any justified deductions. 7. Governing law. The agreement must comply with the laws of the Republic of Cyprus, ensuring fair treatment for both parties. In case of disputes, the matter can be resolved amicably, or through arbitration or the Cyprus courts. When to use a short-term rental contract. Temporary housing, for tenants who need accommodation on a short-term basis, e.g., students, expatriates, or vacationers. Flexibility, when both parties prefer a flexible arrangement without long-term obligations. Vacation rentals, for landlords who rent out properties to tourists or short-term tenants. To conclude, a short-term, month-to-month rental contract provides a flexible and legally binding framework for landlords and tenants in Cyprus. It clearly outlines the rights and obligations of each party, minimizing disputes while allowing both parties the freedom to adjust or terminate the arrangement with proper notice. Rental agreements of this type offer an excellent solution for temporary housing needs and ensure compliance with Cyprus law.